This is crazy, yo. Hey, that you listen to this one. This is what a CEO has sent to his employees as the end year's message. Working long hours, being responsive, blending work and life is not anything to shy away from. There is not a lot of history of laziness being rewarded with success. Is that what you send to your to your employees?
I thought
Who
you,
something
you started saying bit. I was like, where are you going with this? But they were just sent to your bit.
wait,
Well,
wait, what?
it's so. Can you read that again?
Working long hours, being responsive, blending work and life,
Yeah.
aka you have no life, is anything, is not anything to shy away from. There's a lot of history. There's not a lot of history of laziness being rewarded with success. That's what he
Yeah.
sent out to
An evaluation, yearly evaluation.
his end year message to all his employees. Yo, this is wild.
Did he at least have a prosperous 2024?
I'm not sure. They cut that. If he did, they cut that out. I'll be honest.
Well, I guess motivation goes a lot. I mean, motivation has different forms, right? You can do it positively, as in if you do this, you get cake, or if you don't do this, you might get popped. So it's like somewhere in the middle what he's doing now, I guess.
People are saying, "Hey, CEO, I will no longer purchase anything from Wayfair over
Yeah,
how you treat your
that's what they should do indeed. Boycott them. So
boycott
the
'em
next layoff, so the next layoff
so they can join the others."
go off.
Oh my God! Why they're punishing the CEO? No, they're punishing the people who work there. You fuck.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah. Chill. Yo, let's start. Come on, man. You're
you
you're
weird.
you're you're letting words. It's not even 3 minutes, man. Come on. Welcome all to another edition of the Double Thought Show. Thanks for tuning in. In today's show, we're gonna talk about first and foremost, we're gonna talk about Tasha K and Kevin Hart. Well, Kevin Hart actually filing a court case against Tasha K and a former employee, a former assistant actually, who, well, we're gonna dive in, but yeah, Tasha K is at it again. Let's just leave it at that.
Hey,
We're
cash
gonna,
out dummy for 2023 and the the 99 and the 2000s.
yeah, we're gonna talk about. I don't know if what you just said is referring to the next one as well. We're gonna talk about Kanye West's recent apology. TMZ actually claims so. Kanye West apologized to the community that he has been accused of consistently insulting, and now TMZ it has come out and claim has come out claiming that Ye, or at least his apology, looks AI generated. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Diddy, P Diddy. Despite all the controversy surrounding Cassie and all the people, or at least the two ladies, who recently filed cases against him, as well as other related, other related matters. Even TD Jakes seems to be getting dragged
It's
into the
casual.
Diddy fiasco. But despite all the controversy, Diddy recently received the keys to the city of New York by Mayor Adams. And last but not least, we have a fourth topic. We'll see if we get to it and if we get to it and how deep we'll get into it. But it's actually, we've had a segment about the city girl mayor in the past, Tiffany Haniard. Now, it seems to be like a group. There seems to be various city girl mayors around. We're going to talk about another mayor who's wilding out. talk about Michelle in a bit. Before we proceed, of course, as we always say, this is an open platform. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions, whether you agree or you don't agree. We can handle it. Actually, and for the trolls, we invite you to do so because our videos perform better with you. Also, guys, if you haven't done so already, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. Remember to like this video so the algorithm pushes it so that more people can view it. And of course, share the video with your friends, share it with your family, and of course, share it with your enemies as well. With that being said, we can start the show. We hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yes, yes, yes. Kevin Hart sues YouTuber Tasha K and his former assistant. Tasha K is on a crash out mode.
I think he's been crashed out.
Well, she's been crashing out though. Yeah, that is true. She crashed out on
Cardi
Cardi
B's
B.
case.
Yeah, she
Well,
did it with Cardi B.
the thing is,
Still owes the full million.
there are two people you don't mess with. Someone who has everything to lose, and someone who has nothing to lose. I think Tasha K has nothing to lose now. She's in red already,
She's
so
in red.
yeah,
So she's like, I'm gonna go out.
I'm gonna continue. Yeah.
So we did last week, I think. Was it last week or 2 weeks before? Last week actually, right? We talked about Tasha K and her interviews with Brother Bilal. Brother Bilal has been outing outing Miss
Jada.
Smith, Miss Jada Pinkett Smith, and trying to start a beef. He also started a beef, telling the story of the great Will Smith and his let's call it his off screen behaviors. Keep it to that. Murder.
Come on.
His off screen behaviors. But she is now back with another one, with another interview, and now she chose to interview Latasha. Not Latasha.
That's her.
That's her real name. What's the name of the former assistant? Misha Shakes.
Misha
That's right.
Shakes.
Misha Shakes. Misha signed the NDA and thought, F it, I'm gonna spill it all for the money because my NDA doesn't pay me anymore. Basically,
Yep.
she was getting 30,000 a year for 3 years,
Yeah.
and the final
Thirty
payment.
thousand.
Yeah, right. 30,
But
30K.
oftentimes with it, yeah, with the 30K, oftentimes if she, because she was the personal assistant, right? Or an assistant.
Yeah.
So oftentimes what doesn't what so that's the salary, but what she probably also got was travels, those type of things, expenses you covered. So it seems like it's not a lot, but
Was she getting that after she signed off as part of the signing of the NDA? I thought that was what the filing said.
was it a care package?
It was. It seemed like a care package to me of three separate payments of 30K,
Hmm.
and then the last payment was the year she started talking. Come on, man, what are we doing? Hey, and so she basically violated the NDA, and here we are. Basically, Kevin is not suing for defamation, right?
No. Well, to a certain extent, he is because he's also alleging that the information that is being shared is not correct. So the fifth cause of action, so the is defamation. So as you said, he's suing the plaintiffs are Kevin Hart himself and his enterprise, K Hart Enterprises, and the case is against Misha Shakes and uh, Tasha K. And what he has like multiple requests, but the main request, the main claim, or the main basis of his claim is extortion, is civil extortion, and that's basically because he's saying that he received an anonymous call from a from a person who said that Tasha K is about to drop an interview with Misha Shakes and will hold off on doing that if she pays him or he pays her uh 250K. So that's extortion. So that's
Quarter
the main,
million.
yeah. So that's the first thing that so that's the first cause. So that's indeed the main cause. But he also has like specific claims against the specific people. So against Shakes, he claims, or I have to say they claim actually, because it's Kevin Hart and K Hart Enterprises. But in his second claim is only to Shakes, and that's damage repair due to breach of contract. The third one is specifically against Tasha K, which is intentional interference with contractual relations. So, uh, probably saying that Tasha K knew about the contract between Kevin Hart and Misha Shakes, but she still tried to probably bribed or offered money in any case to convince or to persuade Misha Shakes to drop information about Kevin Hart. The fourth cause of action is against everyone. It's against that's for invasion of privacy. Basically, what he's saying, and that's against all the defendants. And the fifth one is, as I said, defamation, and that's specifically against Shakes, which makes sense because Tasha K is only sharing the information, or at least interviewing Shakes. Tasha K doesn't have a NDA with Kevin Hart. Misha Shakes does, as you said, and she's willing to throw it all away.
Hello, am I speaking to Kevin Hart?
This is him speaking.
We have footage telling it all.
Who is this? Eddie Murphy, is that you?
My name is not important. What is important
Is this
is that
Bane?
we're about to blow your life apart.
Is this Bane? Sounds like Bane. Am I Batman? No, no, man. But it's
150K, boy.
oh,
If
man.
you like your life, your image,
But I mean, the Tasha K is attracting a certain. So
Hey, she's been doing this for the longest.
yeah,
She's
but
been
now
doing
she's
it
getting
for a
like
long
the big. So
time.
this year, I think for her, like, so
Is that a big
if we're not measuring it in money, and probably she has it indirectly with money as well because she
score?
has apps, etc. But
Subscriptions.
so, but personally, she's personally bankrupt, and but I think this has been a very big year for her as it relates to the topics. This
Mm-hmm.
year, she talked about, well, you mentioned brother Bilal,
Yeah.
who talked about, who had two shows with her, and talking about the Smiths. He had Steve
Murder.
Harvey, Steve Harvey's ex, no, Marjorie's
Oh,
ex-husband.
yeah, that is true. I totally forgot about that
Yeah,
story.
they had that one as well, where the ex-husband, and this was the first or second ex-husband who was a drug dealer, uh,
What did you
Um,
say? First and second, right?
first and second were drug dealers, I believe, but this was the first or the second.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
So and yeah, that got people crucifying Marjorie because they were saying, yeah, he Steve got played. But that's the second big story, and she also now she has Kevin Hart. Did she has? Am I forgetting one?
Probably. I mean, she's been dropping so many
Big,
stories, big stories. It's sometimes you cannot track them all.
no, but I
I'm
think
not
it's important.
sure.
Yeah, but what is noteworthy is that she's like a It's like a gossip platform that she's running.
Yep,
Um,
and this should be part of the business model.
should be part of the business model, but you need to. Well, need to is a different thing, but it's like attracting certain energies, right? That she's doing because it's always negative energy, gossip energy, and we saw what happened to what's the lady's name who also was
Cardi?
very successful. Who?
Cardi?
No, not Cardi. I'm talking about Wendy Williams, who
Oh,
also had like a big show, who also had like similar topics,
yeah.
and like a gossip channel, gossip platform, and then that happened. Not that. I mean, she from one moment to the next, she was like gone and
Well,
gone from
health
all
reasons, of course, health reasons,
platforms, etc., etc. And I think
yeah.
she's dealing with some things, or maybe she has dealt with it. In any case, mental health challenges are never easy. So that's definitely you don't want to see it even yeah, with your worst enemies. But yeah, that's what Cardi B, that's what Tasha K has been doing, and this is like the third court case that we know of, because the big one was Cardi B, that was the first one.
Yeah, that was
Then,
really a crash out mission. It was
she got
crazy.
that, yeah, and now Kevin Hart sued, and someone else sued, if I'm not mistaken. There's someone else who sued her. Um, and oh no, Jada was claiming that Will's gonna sue,
And
and
then brother
and
Love came out.
brother Bilal said you
What
have.
did this show? Pastor Bree, he went all out, crashed out on
Yeah,
her.
we talked about it in the last episode. So yeah, it seems that the last episode of the live show, of the long format show. So it
Yeah.
seems as though it's, like I said, a successful year for Tasha K's standards, but I am wondering how long she'll be able to do this
Continue. Yeah.
without major consequences, because yeah, you it's a certain type of energy that she's attracting.
Not only that, if you're getting sued every time, I mean, all these lawsuits cost money. You got to pay a lawyer. You shouldn't pay a bum lawyer as well. You want to get out of it. So if you're doing lawsuits left and right, and you still have to run a business, that's always hard. It's not as easy as you would think. And what you see is, I think you're definitely right on the fact that she probably has a lot of subscribers. How her business model? I'm looking at it right now, and how she does is this: she posts like snippets of the interviews on YouTube.
YouTube.
Her YouTube, I don't think her YouTube is monetized, so that's already there. She's not getting any money, but she gets the people from the YouTube um to her own platform, her own website. What she also does is she has syndication, kind of a syndication like deal. So basically, some of the interviews she does also end up on YouTube through another channel. But the first like 1 week, 2 weeks,
Oops.
she has the exclusive on her website.
Yeah.
So basically, it's quite an interesting business model she has. But I think that's also why the reason, I think I've seen a couple of people talking about why isn't she why isn't YouTube being added? Because on YouTube she's not dropping the main part of these shows, right? She's dropping snippets, and think it's hard to ban someone for snippets. You can right now YouTube seems to be going more the we do not monetize you route versus the removal of a channel in its entirety.
Yeah.
So hey man, I'm not sure what will happen with this. I mean,
And it doesn't seem as though Tasha K really cares. So the fact that she's not caring and she's continuing
yeah.
tells me enough. It tells me that the
I
money
think
is not with her. She controls it, but she doesn't have it. So that's what it tells me.
she,
And she can just
she put it in
because
Africa.
yeah, she put it in Africa probably. And yeah, these drop stories about Kevin Hart. The assistant talked about an alleged mistress. All those things. I think those things already came out um, a couple of last year or 2 years ago.
She's also
But
talk.
hey,
I haven't watched the interviews, but from what I think part of the snippets is also they also talk about one friend being set up by Kevin or whatever. It's I mean,
yeah,
who knows, man? Who knows what is true about this?
yeah,
We'll know soon enough because if this lawsuit continues, I mean, you would have to, as the plaintiff, you will have to show what is untrue. So we'll know about what is true.
yeah. What is interesting to see, and that's a bit. It has to do with this Kevin Hart. So this topic, but it's like maybe a helicopter view. This year, a lot of, or I have to say, the last couple of years actually, a lot of dark sides have been exposed in,
Mm,
the image we have of artists and celebrities and politicians
take that.
nowadays, it's very difficult to keep these things hidden. But that's one thing. So some people are like, okay, great, we have information now, these people aren't gods, as we thought. But on the other hand, there's so many informations I see daily, KR, a bunch on social media, a bunch of AI generated images about celebrities. They're saying, like, for example, Denzel Washington and Meryl Streep drinking coffee in the 80s. And you can clearly see that it's AI generated. And if you see how many comments there are, like, true, someone said, like, two celebrities engaged and pregnant. True love always wins. Like, a lot of, like,
What?
it's like, yeah, I'm telling you, people are just, so there are pages that generate AI images and then post them on social media. But sometimes they just invent things. So they just say, for example, Scarlett Johansson is having a baby with um, Michael B. Jordan, and they will be holding each other at the beach. AI generated, care. I'm not kidding you,
What
or at
the
least
hell?
Photoshop. And I'm
People will
not
believe it
kidding.
then.
I'm not kidding if I tell you 20K plus comments saying love always wins, racial baby up. Some people are like,
But it doesn't mean that these are real comments. It of course could also be robots. Don't forget that. Just to
I'm
just
just telling you. But
just
what I'm
just
so
to get more impressions.
the conclusion is still the same. The conclusion is still the same, which is you don't know what's real and what's fake anymore.
Well,
But if
I
someone is willing to go show his or her face, like Brother Bilal and Misha Shakes are doing, and telling with the camera on what they think, and if Brother Bilal says, Jada, if you think you have 1 month, I believe, to
2 weeks.
file 2 weeks to file a court case, and if you don't, I'll start singing. That tells me that that brother is at least very comfortable either he's bluffing comfortably or
Yeah,
he's standing on something.
which is the crazier part. The second one is the craziest because
Yeah.
if you thought he told the biggest part, he still got some ammo.
Yeah.
Hey man, but hey, we'll see how this ends. We'll keep, of course, following this thing, and of course, if Tasha chooses to crash out once more, we will take a look if it's interesting to cover. Whatever happens, I think you're right. To be honest, the dark side or the I think the image people have built over the years with these if someone is willing to crash out on the NDA, that tells you a lot. Either you have to up the amount that people have to pay so it's not profitable to break the contract, the NDA, but something has to change in these NDAs because right now it's gonna look funny if the platform who gives the person a platform to talk can cover those costs of the NDA because they made the calculation that if they put it out, more people will subscribe, they will get more income, and they can pay it off. And you got the content.
Can you hear that sound?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The background sound in the background.
yeah.
I need to
Can hear
fix
it.
it. There's some. I'm gonna need to fix it. Be right
Okay,
back.
okay. Anyway, it's crazy if you think about it. It's going to be. Oh,
It's
it's
fixed.
already fixed.
Yeah, it's fixed.
It's fixed.
Someone, I think, made a mistake in the building, but we're good.
Okay, okay, okay.
Was
Run!
it was it loud by
Was
the
it
way?
Tasha? Was it Tasha K trying to break up the show? Or was
Was
it
it
Bobby?
loud by the way? How were you hearing it?
Fuzzy. Oh, yeah, you could hear it. Though.
You
It's a
could
bit
hear it.
fuzzy.
Okay,
I
yeah,
could
yeah,
hear it. I
yeah.
could hear
Because here it sounds like it's. Of course, these mics are built to keep noise out, but not these
it.
kinds of
We need
noise.
those kinds of like, get out of the building kind of noise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey man, but whatever happens at the end, we'll see. It's kind of crazy to think that people are breaking NDAs. What will this mean for 2024? One thing I've heard is that people right now are looking for come ups, and the come ups are since no one is getting married anymore. The new come up is suing.
Yeah, it's a
You
quick way.
it's the
It
quickest
used to,
way.
yeah, it used to be divorce, but people aren't getting
Divorce.
married anymore.
People aren't
So
getting married. Divorce was the come up. No one is marrying, so now we're getting sued.
yeah,
Well, we talked about Johnson, right? The guy who got sued by his ex fiance for a come up.
the
It's
guy who got sued for his ex
like
fiance.
9 million.
Oh yeah, well, you know why? You know why I was confused because I got a call. I mean, I'm still an active lawyer. I got a call yesterday about a man. So from a man, but my assistant is off, and actually, it was the office is closed. But I have a tendency that when the phone rings, you pick it up. You
Mm.
never know whether it's a prize. Well, you know it's not a prize, but okay. So you know it's probably BS that's awaiting you. But okay, what? And the dude said he needs a meeting, consultation meeting with me. I said sure. Can you just tell me what it's about so I know that it's something that we can help you with? Because if it's, I'm not gonna take a meeting and then you have questions about migration law. I don't know about those things. So
Yeah.
he said, okay. I got the no. He was telling the story. He's in a house, and the counterparty is requesting him to pay the rent. And he said, but my wife is in the Netherlands, and yeah, you need to pay 50% of rent. And I was like, what is he talking about?
His
What?
girlfriend.
No, a wife.
Okay.
You have to pay it to the wife. I was like, what's going on? Says, sir, slow down, slow down, relax, breathe in, breathe out. Who's the opposing party? My wife. Your wife? Is your wife the landlord? No. She bought the house. We own the house. No, she bought the house. But we're not married in we don't have a prenup. Okay. And what is she asking? So no, she moved out. She migrated to Europe and she's now demanding rent.
Yo, this is crazy. So they split, basically.
They split. I don't know if they divorced or not. So let me just
Mm,
get that out the way. I don't know if they divorced or not. But
well,
here,
that's crazy, though.
the jurisdiction here is so this specific in our jurisdiction, you have the divorce, which is basically just simply what the law says. What you got married, an official married you, or someone who was ordained, and then the divorce is basically you're not married anymore. But there are various layers. You have like layers as it relates to kids. What are the what's going to happen with the kids, etc. And one of the layers is the division of properties of assets and
Who's
liability assets and liabilities, and the prenup seeks to protect you against that, right?
the
And so they didn't have a prenup, so the house is his as well.
crash
So,
out party?
so even if they did, so what I'm saying is, even if they did divorce,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that they would still need to split the assets. So I'm curious to see if this is a reverse situation that
Hello?
I
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I have a question, Mr. Lawyer.
what's your
This is
question?
a fresh out question.
What's your question?
Who do you think in this situation is the price?
She's the
Who-
prize. She
She's the
wants the prize.
in that I don't know the story yet,
No, you don't have to know the story. I'm you
but it
shut your
seems
mouth.
as though she's the prize.
Your mouth. I'm gonna do the talking. Guess who's the prize? And guess who has to pay now? You don't have to do the talking. I'll do the talking here. You're practicing. I don't practice anything. I practice crash outs. I'm PhD in crash outs. Who's the prize now? This is what you get when you're the prize. You're getting sued. You have to
What?
you have to split your part now. This is why you have to sign the NDA. This is for women and men. I'll tell
What?
you a story, a short
Yeah.
story, a very short one. My great grandma had an prenup.
Yeah. Your
My
grandma?
great great grandma, my great great grandma.
Your great great grandma had a prenup.
Yes,
Wow.
but then again, I'm from a. Anyway, I'm not gonna. I'm in my mama's basement. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll
Yeah.
say. But people
Yeah. Well,
people understand the NDA is not only for men. It's just for protection.
it's for
Imagine you
protection.
buy a house. You work hard. The guy is a bum. Let's get it out. I'm not saying it, I'm hypothetically right. I'm not talking
Yeah. Yeah.
about the
Yeah. Yeah.
situation.
Tyler Perry wouldn't approve of him. You're saying, yeah.
Yeah, basically, he cannot pay anything. You're trying to up. You're trying to drag him out of the bottom to your level because you're the price. And now you work hard, and now he gets half of your stuff. Come
Yeah.
on, man. I guess she'll respond like Harry Berry.
Yep. She will. I think what's also important to take into account is that in situation like these, I mean, these are not simple situations. So the case is more complex. But hey, you just said about the you just because you talked about what we talked about last show, you mentioned it,
Yeah,
the
I
ex-wife that's
thought it
suing
was a
the
good niche for the X game plan.
well.
We talked about Simone Biles and who's the price, and I said a couple of things maybe I'll regret later, but go watch it. Tell me, tell me in the comments if I
Yeah,
should regret what I said.
yeah. All
Put
right.
it- Anyway, talking about regretting. Whew, Look at this transition. Kanye West apologized to the um
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
he definitely did apologize to them um through his Twitter. He basically went up, and I'm gonna try to translate this as good as I can in my best Hebrew. He said, I sincerely apologize to the Jewish community for my unplanned outburst caused by my words or actions. And I deeply regret any pain I may have caused. I am committed to starting with myself and learning from this experience to ensure greater sensitivity and understanding in the future. Shalom.
Very noble.
Yes,
It's very noble apology.
we all know he didn't write it. The reason why they put this in text is because if they would have told him do this on the video, he would have went totally south.
Yeah.
I think I'm joking, of course, but I think he's apologizing because of he's been trying to arrange these listening parties, right?
Mm-hmm. For his new
And
album.
for his new album. During the
Isn't it supposed to drop?
it was supposed to drop on
It's
the 31st
it's yeah. It's supposed to have dropped once this
yesterday or
yeah.
2 days ago,
No,
whatever.
so it should have been dropped when
31st.
the so what?
31st.
The 31st, yeah.
Yeah. I think today is, I'm not sure. Anyway,
Fourth.
but
The no the first.
the first, yeah. So it should have dropped yesterday, but it was pushed back to 12th, the 12th of January.
Okay.
Um, but in the previous rollout, he had a whole stadium performance. I don't know if you remember the Donda series, where he basically was performing with the
I
house.
remember.
That was a great rollout,
Yeah,
an
it's a great
amazing
role.
rollout.
Definitely. Yeah,
The
definitely.
problem is that the people that own those. No, no, no. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not
Okay.
gonna say nothing crazy. The
Uh,
people that own those
fan news.
venues, stadiums, they don't want to be affiliated with a person who's going. You don't want to.
Understandable. Understandable. Yeah.
It's honest. It's business, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
he's
your
been.
banks.
If you look at the listening party, he was even though it was I mean, it was funny to great to hear the songs, but it seemed like it was the listening party was at with a podium that was set up, a $5 podium in a corner in someone's backyard, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. So he has to, in order to he has to bring it back, and I think his team thought, let's write this down in Hebrew. That way
So you think that his team
come on.
decided to do this, not
2 weeks
himself.
ago he was still ranting about,
But he was saying that he was drunk, so that's what he was apologizing for as well.
oh,
So
he's always drunk then.
no, that's I think he was drunk, intoxicated. Well, so but what's the issue? What's the issue here? Is the
What
issue the fact that it's AI generated?
so TMZ is now claiming that the posts were all generated by AI. That doesn't make it less heartfelt.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
just makes it a bit more better written.
Yeah. Because we know, because maybe he was like, Every time I try to speak from the heart, I get in trouble. So maybe I should just
Maybe I should seek assistance.
ChatGPT, let ChatGPT take care of this for me.
Write it
ChatGPT,
down with me.
probably the first three entries, he got the message. We're not allowed. Uh, we don't use hateful comments in on this platform.
Amen. Whatever happens, it seems like he's trying to steer back to the course. I mean, if there's someone, do you remember people are talking crazy about him that he doesn't care about anyone? But I remember when he came out with Michael Myers. Is it Michael Myers? Was is it Michael Myers who's doing the? No, not Michael. Not that Mike Myers. Yeah, it's Mike Myers. Is it Mike Myers? Yeah, it's Mike Myers. Michael Myers. When they came out and he said George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I remember that. Yeah,
That was crazy.
yeah, I remember
That
that.
was crazy. There was also a lot of backlash from that, but I think these days it's even crazier with social media. So I think he's trying to steer back to the course so he
Yeah,
can perform, because at the end, if no one wants to work, the 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 advantage of being a billionaire is not the money, it's the connects you have.
yeah,
And if no one wants to connect with you, the
yeah.
money is worthless.
Yep.
You can't generate any more money and no one wants to work with you, so that you cannot continue making money. You have to live off what money you've already made.
Yeah. And I think one thing that we need to take into account, because first and foremost, whether it's AI generated or not, let's be honest. A lot of people use AI. KR. A lot of people can't write.
Let's put these articles into the let's see what is AI generated.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people can't write. So writing is an art, and it's okay. I don't think simply by using AI generated text, uh, you're saying something that you don't mean. I don't think you should write it with your hand for you to mean it. And let's be honest as well, according to TMZ, it's like 85% sure that it's AI generated. So there's no certainty there either. But let's assume that
Maybe
it is.
a high class. Maybe you put a high class script, not a script writer. A how do they call it? A anyway,
Copywriter.
copywriter. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, just like right now they're just nitpicking. They're just trying to look they're being a bit anal about it. What I think is important, however, is that if what you're saying is true, then yeah, I can understand why he's apologizing, but then it's not heartfelt, because 2 weeks ago. So the fact that it's AI generated doesn't necessarily mean that it's not heartfelt, but the fact that just 2 weeks ago he was
He
he
was
was
being
go
funny, and the
he was
thing with
go yeah.
Kanye,
So it's like,
hard.
yeah,
It's hard. I
to
mean,
what extent is it true? Yes or no? But on the other hand, KR, another thing that I'm thinking of is, I mean, there's a lot of businesses in the US. You just need one to host your listening party. He can get one if he just tries.
maybe he's already from what I've heard, he's been trying. He does. He
Yeah, but
wants.
you always try. You always try at the
He wants to
top,
go,
right? The
he wants
best
to
of the
go
best.
the big venue. That's what he's used to.
Yeah,
Better something than nothing.
yeah. But the big venues, I agree, you won't get, because the big venues,
Yeah.
of course, they deal with banks, they deal with the insurance companies, they deal with, yeah.
I'm not gonna put my reputation on the line for
No.
you, man.
I need a loan. I need a loan, man.
Alone, and not
Re-
only for my business, for other businesses I have.
But he's gonna get it. So
What,
I
the
don't
loan?
think that's,
I'm just kidding.
no, not the loan. He's gonna get the venue. Of course, he's gonna get the
It's
venue.
gonna take a while though. I don't know if it's gonna get
But
it. before the-
people are really trying to. I mean, Kanye is Kanye. He's gonna do Kanye things, and whether you agree or disagree with what he's saying, you unless he's doing something illegal, and some people say that he's doing something illegal because he's inciting, etc., hate speech, etc. But unless he's really doing something illegal and he's been convicted, it's just someone with a very unpopular opinion to the to very, let's say, yeah, to yeah, with an unpopular opinion that rubs people the wrong way and doesn't care.
I have a
And
question. Oh,
yeah,
okay. So,
yeah,
finish
shoot.
your
No, you should.
I have a question. Kanye said George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Mhm,
Slavery is a choice, even though
mhm,
that was taken out of context, but okay. Slavery is
mhm.
a choice. And he said a lot about
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
is Kanye the original Charleston White?
No, man. You can't compare the two at each other. Two completely different people. Charleston White, Charleston White. No, it's
He said he
he.
doesn't like anyone. No
Yeah,
roaches, no dogs, no black people, Asian people.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
He said he doesn't like anyone.
yeah. So that is something. Yeah, but they're not. I don't think you can compare the two. But it's
Okay.
just what they
Just
have in what they have is common.
a
What,
question.
yeah, what they have in common is only that their
Are you on
opinions
mute?
are. No, I'm not.
Oh, I guess it's my side.
So what they have in common is more
Man,
the that their opinion is unpopular. That's the only difference between the two. But aside from the unpopular, them having a popular unpopular opinion, and of course unpopular opinions stand out, and that's why they get the traction they get. Um, yeah, they keep doing it maybe for the traction as well. But there comes a point in time where if you go too far, you'll get boycotted, and you need to
oh,
accept the reality. You need to accept the reality you created for yourself as well too. So you want to say body bagged, I think, but you need to
no,
accept the.
no. I wanted to say either you get boycotted or you're running for your life after throwing a plant
Yeah.
podcast.
No, never mind. Yeah, so it's KR is referring to
Come on, man.
K,
Just crazy, man.
KR is referring to a story we read yesterday about was it in Venezuela?
No, I'm talking about Charleston White.
Oh, you're talking about the
Throw the
plan.
mic.
Oh, the oh, I thought you were talking about.
No, no. Let the Venezuela stories
Okay.
off camera, man. Come on. I love
No,
my Venezuelan people, man.
no, cool. Yeah, me
Not
too.
my Venezuela. No, who's we?
Yeah,
Not
but
mine.
yeah, so it's that's what they have in common. But if you keep stepping on people's toes, at some point, you burn bridges, and there might come a time where you need a bridge to cross over, and the bridge won't be there for you. And you need to be honest with yourself and live with that reality as well.
Yep.
It is what
It
it is.
is what it is. It is what it is. What's also a reality is that Diddy is still out here. Let me see where I can find it.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
He's still fighting. Diddy's out here still fighting for his life. And one of the latest story was that he had a group gathering with a underage female. That was the allegation in the lawsuit, and for he asked for an extension for the response. So he's trying to build up, gather more information in order to basically respond properly. So he's going. This one won't be paid off. Seems like he's tired of. I think he said when he said enough is enough. I think that's what he means with enough is enough. No
Yeah.
more, no more paying off. I'm gonna crash out. If I have to tell the story, I'm gonna sit there. in front of the camera and tell the story.
Yeah. I think that not only that, but remember Cassie filed the case against all the Diddy companies.
Mm.
Not sure if they also did the same thing. So sometimes it's like a strategy.
Mm.
That's the first thing I thought, because when they filed the case against the companies that Diddy is affiliated or associated with, the insurance companies probably stepped in and forced a settlement. But so that might be a reason why. Another reason might be that Cassie has had a relationship, very strong relationship with Diddy for 11 years, I believe, on and off, coming and going, coming and going. Um, and she knows way more and can sing longer tunes than the people who, have like one time encounters or very relatively short period encounters. So I
The
think
one
that also plays a role, right? Because and remember, yeah, I think that definitely plays a role in this case.
do agree on that. She knows where the bodies are.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
The bodies are at the male club. That's that, that's where the bodies are. But
Jesus,
despite everything, what?
no, I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop
But
here.
despite all that, Diddy still got rewarded.
Well, before, right? It's before the lawsuit. He got that key. So my question is,
Yeah.
should he give back the key? He got a key in September before everything blew up.
Well, the key doesn't open any door, so why
Well,
would
I
he
don't
give it
know.
back?
Maybe it opens doors to some clubs. Should he give back the key in respect, as a respect to New York City?
Wow, you really went out of your way to get this story.
Should he give back? So that's my question. I was reading the stories and I was like, should Diddy give back the key to NYC as a ceremony? Like, I'm sorry for all this hassle. I'm not the one, because if you have the key to the city, that means you're a front person. You're an ambassador of the city. Who wants Diddy as ambassador of the city at this moment?
That's a good point. But
Should,
they didn't ask for it back. I don't think Mayor Adams will ask for it back
Well,
either
Mayor
because
Adams has different things on his mind right now,
exactly. He's
and
also been
they all come from outside. I'm just saying that
yeah, yeah.
they all come from Texas through bus and through planes.
Yeah, but he's also been accused, right? He
Well,
also has a case.
maybe he should give out anyway.
Yeah, so it's no, I think I don't think he should, at least not until he's really convicted. Because if he does it now, it would seem as though he's guilty, and until now he hasn't been
Mm.
found guilty by a court. So no, I wouldn't do it if I were him. Now, if he were to be convicted, then I think the proper thing to do would be indeed to take the key back. But it's a symbolic gesture. It's not like the key will open anything. I think Diddy has all the keys he needs to all the doors he owns.
Luck, luck, oh, what did the guy said? The meme? Uh, Lock your wife, lock your kids, lock your wife. You remember that one?
I
The
don't
guy, yo,
remember.
that's a very old one. Hide your kids, hide your wife. That's what it
I saw a crazy. I saw a crazy interview of Mace at
Oh,
106 in Park. Did you see
that's
that
the
one?
old one with the RuPaul.
Like, yeah, he said, "What do you
And
think about Diddy? Diddy?
this man said, "Does RuPaul create Christian albums?" I was like, "Ooh, dude." Mace has had a
He's been dropping breadcrumbs."
Well, for a long time. This is a very old one from the 90s. It seems like early 2000s at least.
Yeah, yeah.
That interview. So I
Wait,
think he's been what I think is really funny when people are talking about Diddy, they're talking very cryptic. They're talk like as if you don't understand it, you won't understand it until it's time for you to understand it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
man said, "Does RuPaul creates Christian albums?" What is he trying to say?
Yeah. Well, now we know what he was trying to say. At least we
Well,
have a better
don't know.
idea.
I still don't know. I'm not an eyewitness. I haven't seen anything.
You're not an eyewitness?
Other than eyewitnesses that respond to Joey Crack's clips.
Yo, some of you guys are so
Let's continue. Let's shout
okay.
out
Yeah.
to all the eyewitnesses that
Shout out to all the shout out to all the trolls, man.
ass, to saw the crack of the ass of people out here when they are tagging. No
KR,
clip.
some
Don't
people, KR, some of our audiences came at us saying that why would you say that crack was the name of his graffiti? You the journalism next time, better job next time. And I'm like,
yeah,
but I'm like, yo, but there's a tweet.
he
There's a
tweeted
tweet. It's his tweet.
that.
What are you talking about?
But this man is out here capping. Just say you were tagging and your pants dropped and everyone saw your ass or whatever, man. Whatever is possible, because at this point I don't know what Joey is trying to do. He's trying to get out of whatever image he's built. I think the only way he can get out of the image he's built is that for him to become a pastor.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Let,
I'm
let,
gonna-
let's move on.
What's his name? The pastor who was no, just kidding.
Come
Who
on,
was Diddy?
Why would I know them? Oh, oh, come on, man. No. Oh, come on. Man.
Let's continue.
No,
Let's continue with the city girl mayor. Tiffany Henyard again. Yo, when does she stop, man? When does she stop? Did you hear her latest? I mean, what how long? At this point, I'm gonna ask you this, RJ. How long is the sentence going to be when she gets out of this position? Because at this point, it's impossible. The feds must be watching this and thinking, is she this crazy? So the latest story is as follows. Tiffany Henyard, basically, she's now the mayor and the supervisor, the mayor of Dalton, and also the Thornton Township supervisor. And what she did was basically she put in um, a cut. So she's proposing a salary cut, which passed, by the way, for one of the positions he's in. So the
Yeah.
cut is as follows. If she doesn't get reelected, the salary of that position goes down by 90%
Yeah.
to 25K. And that's for the township. Is it for the township or is it for the mayor? And one of the two. And right now, because she's doing both of the jobs together, she's getting 224,000.
Mm-hmm.
But if she loses her campaign, oh no, that's the mayor's, which is kind of crazy. The mayor's salary will drop to just 25,000 a year.
That's nothing. That's you're asking for corruption. You mean to tell me he needs to budget millions and millions of dollars for a 25?
25,000 a year. That's what the mayor's salary will become if she's not anymore in that position. And it has passed, which makes me think, where is this going?
Totalitarian state.
The feds, what?
Totally. So what's the so as long as she's mayor, the salary will remain what it is.
Yeah. If she loses, Bruh, you cannot make this. Yo, this is yo. You cannot even make this up as a script. If you write this and you pitch this to any movie, if I write this script and pitch it to Obama, which I have on my phone here, Obama, Barack, I have a script right here about a crazy mayor. When she doesn't get reelected, the salary goes down by 90%. Click. That's what we think out here.
Wow.
This is crazy.
That has to be unconstitutional, right?
Well, she passed it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like she has people that help her pass these laws.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? Oh man, the I'll tell you this much. I'm pretty sure the Feds are watching. The Feds were also watching Kwame Kilpatrick down in Detroit, your lovely city, RJ, your favorite city of them all.
Yeah.
And he got locked up for his crazy antics.
Yeah, but I don't think he's been convicted of.
Who?
Yeah, he's been. Yeah. Can I finish?
Okay.
I don't think he's been. I think he's been convicted because he was involved in one way, but not that he took the money. So I don't think they have proof that he stole the money, but he was responsible for it, something like that.
I don't know why he got 9 years.
Yeah,
And
but you understand what I'm saying? So he did but it's yeah. In any case,
Hey, yo, the Feds will find anything. If they want to find something, they'll find something.
my only question is, what I'm wondering is whether or not she will be, she can, whether or not they can. I hear an echo on my end.
That doesn't pull out your cables. I cannot hear it, but last time around, you had the same echo, and then
One more.
we had the same problem. So basically, that's not the only thing that she did. Apparently, there have been questions about the a billboard, a text.
Check. Yeah.
Yes, pull the
Not
cable
really.
out. Pull the cable out.
Yeah,
of
I did. But it just keeps echoing.
you then pull the cable out of your computer because otherwise
Out of my computer.
Yes.
Hmm.
So there is also another scandal going on, which is the taxpayer funded billboard
Check.
where she's basically promoting herself as the Thornton Township supervisor. And this is, I don't know where this is going, man, with her. Okay, do you still have the echo? What? Is it me? No, it's not me. It's you. You're on mute. You're still on mute on the. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue with this topic, man. And I mean, and there are some really interesting things happening all around with other mayors. Well, there is this the Boston mayor, which is Michelle, who got caught up in a situation. Whether we can call her a city girl mayor, who knows? That's I'm gonna leave to you. But what happened with her is that they raided her home. They swatted her home on Christmas Day, reporting that there was some kind of domestic issues going on. And then that was after she organized a, let's call it, elected of color holiday party where only colored elected people were invited to.
Okay.
So, hey, and I guess someone tried to get her hemmed up, just as a final end of the year prank, and yeah, here we are. You wanted to say something about Stephanie Hinier?
A lot, but I've tried everything and I still hear the echo.
You still
So
hear the echo. I think
yeah,
we can let's wrap up the show then. I'll close it out in case the echo is also heard because I don't hear it. But
yeah.
maybe last time around you had that problem and then that didn't go that well with the audio. So first of all, I want to thank you all for watching this show. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button. Don't forget to share it with your friends, families, and of course, don't forget to put it under the tree for the hater, the people that hate you. Let them know that you love them, that you cherish them. In the new year, 2024, oh, they're shooting around here. We're turning into a ghetto. This is crazy. They're still shooting. Oh, why am I saying the word, by the way?
I'm not,
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for watching the whole 2023. We hope we can you can also enjoy all of our shows in 2024. And of course, don't forget to press on the subscribe button. And yeah, till the next time.
yeah.
Peace. 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 Peace.